Welcome back to Conspiracy. I'm Taylor,
And I'm Sammy.
and we're here to unpack and analyze the world's best conspiracy theories. So buckle up and let's jump in. Welcome back to the podcast. How you doing, Sam?
I am great.
Okay, so today I am really excited to present my conspiracy theory.
What are we jumping into?
It's one that I have been, or it's been on my radar for the last year, and it's the Mattress Firm conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's
That
one-
place it's got some voodoo up in there.
I'm slightly obsessed with this conspiracy only because I think it's a conspiracy theory that I wholeheartedly buy into myself.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of research in addition to everything I already knew. Right now, this theory is blowing up on social media. It's been all over TikTok for at least a year now. So let's jump in.
Let's get it.
Have you ever noticed that there are mattress firms literally everywhere?
Yeah. Like
From-
our town alone has like at least 5.
From small towns to big cities, some big cities having numerous mattress firm locations.
Yeah, like I said, we got 5 right here in our town. It's crazy.
So that's the first thing I want to talk about is the locations, because initially when I saw it on TikTok, some people had brought that up, but then when I started doing research, things just didn't line up for me. The first thing I found is that most times mattress firms will have multiple locations within the same shopping center or the same mall.
That's weird.
Like, why would you need 2 locations of any store in the exact same shopping center?
Unless they in cahoots with something.
Many pictures I saw would show a mattress firm at one end of the mall, and at the complete other end, there'd be another one.
There is not any mall I've been to that has 2 of the exact same store in it. That's crazy.
Maybe like an international airport, there's like 2 of the same restaurant, but I have never been in a mall.
Yeah, but that's like totally different terminals. It's essentially not even the same building at that point.
Yeah, just kind of stands out to me. Another thing dealing with locations, and this one was even weirder to me than it was the shopping center, and that is some mattress firm locations are directly across the street from one another.
That's weird too.
That you can walk out the front door of one, and in less than 100 yards, there's another location across the street.
Ours are never that close.
I've never seen one like that in the area that we live, but I've seen lots of pictures through my research that show that you walk outside and right across the street is another location. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No.
The most common one is that they are found within a mile of another location. Which
That I believe.
I believe that because we have that here in our town along with towns in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
So that led me to my next point of like, how often do you need a mattress? Because let's be honest, we're going to grocery stores once a week to grocery shop, but you're not going to a mattress store once a week to buy a mattress.
Honestly, I can't even remember when I got my mattress. It's been so long.
So I did a little research here, and the recommended time period is every 6 to 8 years you get a new mattress.
Every 6 years.
6 to
I've
8
had mine
years.
my whole life, and I'm 24.
So, and
The amount of
most,
dead skin cells in that baby's got to be insane.
it's got to be gross.
I got to throw away my mattress.
So the one thing I found is that most Americans, I kind of was able to target Americans because in other countries, mattresses are a bit different. So a lot of my research focuses predominantly here in the US, but
Okay.
most Americans abide by the 6 to 8 year rule.
No way.
Yes.
That's a lie.
Obviously, there's some outliers in that data that some
Me.
people buy a mattress every 3 to 5 years.
Oh my god, earlier than that? Unless you're like crap in the bed every night, I don't know why you'd get one earlier.
That when I was doing this research, that was kind of the outliers. You did have some people that obviously used less time, or they got a mattress that they didn't love, so they bought one sooner.
Okay, that I can understand.
But then there's also the outliers on the opposite end where people are like, bought a mattress, it's great, and they live with it their whole life.
Lifetime mattress, baby. That's me.
But I can say confidently that most people abide by the 6 to 8 year rule. Now, with technology growing and things changing, mattresses are obviously evolving over time. So, for example, I have a Sleep Number bed.
Those are the best.
I love my Sleep Number.
They'll last forever. I swear to God. You don't like it, you just pump it back up. This is not a Sleep Number plug, but Sleep Number. I would love you.
Sleep Number recommends a new mattress every 8 to 10 years. Now, when you get into like some of the Reddit strings and other things online, a Sleep Number lasts way longer than 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
They have to put a number on it because they can't say you can use this mattress for the rest of your life. But that's just one of the examples of technology is growing. The time span is growing because you're buying something of higher quality.
Y'all just better keep it clean because, again, dead skin cells in
Oh,
mattresses. Have you ever
it's-
seen that documentary where it's like, you look at a mattress after you've used it for like 5 years and
And-
there's
yeah.
like pounds
They-
of skin in it.
They dissect the mattress and like all of the weight is the dead skin.
And like dust mites. I'm like, ew.
That was part of the reason I went into getting a Sleep Number is because it's not like a flat mattress. Like there's air inside of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't accumulate as much.
And you can like take that top piece off and
Yes.
wash it.
Yes. So
that's nice.
not that we're plugging Sleep Number or
All right,
anything.
back to the actual conspiracy.
So the next thing I wanted to kind of look at is all the other mattress retailers that are out there because there's obviously more than just Mattress Firm, but Mattress Firm seems to think they're the only one in the market.
I mean, I myself have never stepped into a Mattress Firm.
No.
I've never bought a mattress there.
No, I haven't either. I don't know anyone that has ever bought a mattress there because there are just so many other options that
I feel like are better.
seem like a better option.
I mean, maybe like if colleges buy there from there, but
and the
that'd be
list-
like the only reason I could think they'd stay in business.
and we'll get to that later because
Okay.
we do talk about colleges and hotels a little later on.
Okay.
The one thing I want to kind of point out is some of the other major mattress retailers that are on the market right now and very, very popular. I'll get to the numbers about it later, but some of those are Sleep Number, Verlo Mattress, Denver Mattress, The Sleep Shop, Purple Mattress, Tempur-Pedic. Those are some of the leading mattress companies that only work within mattresses. But then you also have to take into consideration home furniture stores and big box retailers. So your Ashley Furniture that sells mattresses but also sell like couches and chairs.
Yeah.
But then you also have to focus on like IKEA. They sell mattresses.
Yeah, they have broken into that business.
You have Target, Walmart, you have Amazon.
Target sells mattresses?
Target sells mattresses.
I have never seen a mattress in store. It must be an online only thing.
I'm assuming it's an online only thing, but Walmart and Target do provide them. So I'm
Wow,
assuming
all right.
that it's an online thing. But then again, what I was shocked by is Amazon specializes in mattresses.
Nuh-uh.
And
Are
I want
they
to
selling like basic mattresses or have they like created their own mattress? So
I
that's
don't-
Amazon mattress.
from what I have found, there's nothing that is like an Amazon mattress.
Okay.
From what I saw in my research, they call them like rolled up mattresses or roll mattresses.
Oh, they like come in a box.
Yeah,
And then,
and then
they
you-
like puff up after
yeah.
you let them lay out for an hour.
You
or so.
cut the plastic, they unroll, there's your
Okay.
mattress.
'Kay.
So Amazon specializes in that and they're really popular for those.
I believe it.
They're very cheap. So most people can afford that kind of a mattress.
I mean, IKEA mattresses were pretty affordable when we were
Yeah.
down there.
And so when you think about it, if you're spending like $500, you can afford to replace that mattress more often.
Yeah.
So that's going to fall into that range of where people are like replacing every 3 to 5 years. 'Cause
But still,
maybe-
I'm like, I'd rather pay some extra money and get like a really
Yes.
quality mattress that I don't have to replace for like 10, 15 years.
I would agree. Now I'm going to throw a lot of different numbers at you.
Okay.
I'm going to take it slow because I don't want to confuse you. Mattress retailers, we're going to focus specifically on the US here in America. There are around 600 different mattress retailers that specialize in just mattresses. So not furniture stores, not big box retailers, just mattresses. Of those 600 retailers, there's about 175 of those retailers that sell exclusively only online. So you can't walk into a physical store.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot, which was kind of surprising to me because
175 stores just online.
retailers.
And do they just sell mattresses?
They just sell mattresses.
Okay.
But also know like some of these retailers like Sleep Number, or not Sleep Number, that's not a good example. Like Tempur-Pedic. They have theirs also, like they have their own stores.
I know Mattress Firm is got Tempur-Pedic in it.
They do. So that's the one thing is some of these companies do profit from having them in furniture stores.
But
or
they
other-
also have like their own setup
Yes.
online. Okay.
So keep that in mind. The next stat that I have is there are around 16,000 physical mattress retailer stores within the US that you can walk into a store and buy a mattress.
And 15,000 of them are Mattress Firm.
Not quite that high. As of 2021, there were 3,500 locations of Mattress Firm across only 49 states. I want to say the only state they weren't in, I think, was Alaska.
Hawaii?
It was Alaska or Hawaii, I don't remember. But it was one of them.
Okay.
But they're in 49 states. As of 2021, there were 3,500. That number has dropped, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So, where are people buying their mattresses? There's some conflicting data on this. I found multiple different studies. I tried to get the most recent for 2022 leading into 2023.
Okay.
So, let's start with shoppers that shop exclusively online. That range is about 43 to 54% of people.
Oh my gosh.
So, we're ranging about half, a little over half of people are buying online.
That's because people have social anxiety and don't want to leave their house and have to go talk to somebody.
I did find that most people choose to shop online since COVID.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's certain aspects of my life where I'm like, I don't want to go to a store and have to interact with people. I'll just buy it online. It'll be here
Yup.
in 2 days.
Most people have social anxiety now because they got used to just living in their house.
Amazon shipping, baby.
The next stat is shoppers that shop exclusively in store, which is a range of about 42 to about 46%. So less than half of people
Mhm.
shop in store. I'm taking that as maybe the older demographic.
And me,
And
in
me,
some
I
cases.
like to lay on my
There are
mattress.
certain things that, like, I feel like if I'm buying a pair of shoes, if I have not tried them on somewhere, I ain't
Mhm.
buying them online. I
Yeah.
want to, like, when I bought my Chacos, I have absolutely no clue how a Chaco fits. I gotta go try that baby on. If I'm buying a bed, I want to lay down on it and make sure it's fitting me properly.
Yup, I'm definitely one of those consumers that I like to go into the store, try my product, and if I know I love it, then I'll buy it online or I'll buy it in store.
That are like all the people doing, like, what is it, curb pickup.
Oh, yeah.
If I am purchasing groceries, I want to be able to pick out my own fruit or my
Yeah.
own vegetables or my own box of cereal. If I get a big ass dented one, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm very picky about my
I will
things
go
like that.
pick out everything that is mine.
I don't think in all the research I did, I ever found a curb pickup option for mattresses. So
Okay.
I don't think we've broken into that market quite yet. So we're going to first focus on the online shoppers. We can conclude that we obviously have a larger group of people that are purchasing their mattresses online. Here is where I'm going to give you a lot of numbers, and you don't necessarily need to remember them, but just kind of take them in. FurnitureToday.com, as of 2023, this is the study they have for online shoppers. 23% of people buy from Purple Mattress. That's that like
Yeah.
spongy mattress.
Yeah, where it's like a big grid.
Yeah. I've never heard really good or bad. I haven't really heard a whole lot on them.
Okay.
But
That,
they
that's
have,
a pretty big percentage, though, to
yeah,
get from Purple.
it's a really large percent. That
Are
is
they,
the
like,
biggest
really
percent.
affordable? I feel like that's why people would go with them.
Yeah, so 23% are Purple Mattress. Sleep Number is 22%. Sealy is 21%. Tempur-Pedic 20%. Casper 19%. Ghost Bed 19%. Nectar 17. And I'm going to totally pronounce some of these wrong, but then there's like Lexi, starts with an H.
Alexi.
It's something like that.
Alexi mattress.
It's 16%. Tough and Needle 15. Satava.
Satava.
That.
Satava. Something like that.
15%. Then you have Lisa, I think. Lisa.
Lisi.
15%. Lumen Leaf, 13%. And then there is another 13% that just says other.
And
So
Mattress Firm falls in there.
that's the issue. When you look at that top, one sec, give me a second. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are the top 12. And then you have that other.
Which is including the 16,000 places that sell mattresses.
So if you have 600 retailers and there's only 12 in that top 12, and then the other, 588,
Mm-hmm.
those 588 stores fall into that 13%. I just find it really hard to believe that Mattress Firm is taking up a large chunk of those, but I could be wrong. So I just want to kind of give you that top number of online shoppers that they're falling in the 13% that is other, and they
Okay.
have a lot of other business to compete with. Okay, so now let's focus on in-person shoppers. When it came to in-person shopper sales, things were a bit harder to gauge. Most name brand mattresses are sold within major furniture stores.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes back to that example of Tempur-Pedic is in furniture stores, it's in a Mattress Firm. Many mattress retailers opt to sell within furniture stores instead of having their own storefront. It just ends up saving them on the end with cost.
Yeah.
So some of the stats I was able to find. About 57% of in-person shoppers buy their mattresses from a furniture store like Ashley Furniture.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we've always, I mean, not
Yeah.
necessarily Ashley Furniture, but we've got, like,
Yes.
the WG&R in our area that.
Over half of people go to a furniture store. They don't go to a specific mattress retailer.
I believe that.
Then we have about 21 to about 24% of people who shop at like a big box store like Walmart, Target, IKEA.
Okay.
So another large chunk.
I mean, that's going to be a big chunk because I feel like most people are Walmart, Target shoppers. And if they can get a mattress there, props to them. They're going to
Yep.
ship that baby to their house.
Yeah, so then that's kind of taking up about 75, maybe a little more than 75% of the people.
So we're down to what, 25%?
We're at that 20 to about 25% of people that buy from a mattress retailer.
Okay. And Mattress Firm will fall in there.
But-
How much of it we really don't know, though.
That's the thing. There's not a lot of data on how many people are
Like,
going into.
specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, we've got, like, I think it's 3 Mattress Firms in our town, and I personally have never been inside one.
Yes.
They're never really large stores. I think the one out by Cricket just recently went out of business.
That one did, yes.
Yeah, but we still got the one over by Chick-fil-A that is
Still going
still
strong.
there.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, the stores themselves never look that big. They never look busy from what I've seen.
That's-
Mind you, but like I said, I've never been inside one, so I've never. How many people are they employing? Is it one person in there? Do they have 5 people in there? What are they doing?
That's the other thing I wanted to comment on because I have never seen a person go into a Mattress Firm. I don't ever recall seeing cars in the parking lot. I don't recall anyone walking in or walking out of the store, and I've seen lots of Mattress Firms.
I just don't think the demand for mattress-only stores is there.
Exactly.
You
'cause
need
if-
to be selling something else
Mhm.
to be getting some demand to get people to walk in that door.
That's exactly my point. So, we're going to kind of move into some other things to consider. Some of the things I found quite interesting. The first thing I want to focus on is hotels. Because I was like, hey, maybe these hotels are buying their mattresses from Mattress Firm.
Yeah, like I said, that or like college dorms.
Yeah. Like you would think that's a bulk buy. That's
Yeah.
a lot of
I
mattresses.
mean, if you're replacing the mattresses in college dorms, that would be bulk buy a mattress store. I feel you'd get a pretty good break there.
Yeah. So, what I found is that most high-end hotels, they're not buying from a Mattress Firm.
That's because they're ghetto.
You're not wrong. So, just some examples is like the Ritz-Carlton, one of the most popular hotels across the world. They have partnered with Stern and Foster, and they exclusively make a Ritz-Carlton mattress.
Well, the Ritz-Carlton is like the creme de la creme. They ain't gonna go to Mattress Firm.
They are. I'm just trying to give you some
Maybe
examples.
like the downtown motel would go to Mattress Firm, but I just don't think these high-end hotels are gonna they're gonna get their own custom-made mattress, like you said.
You're not wrong. The Marriott, the very exact same.
And I
Soho
don't think
House.
the Marriott is really that high class.
I think it's high class
Isn't
for
that
the
like
middle
Marriott
class.
by Wyndham?
Yes.
Like those types of ones?
Things
you,
like that. But the Marriott is kind of like a middle of the road. They can be high end, but you can also be like middle class and still afford to go there.
And get a scary room. I've been in a scary room. You walk in and you're like, the sheets look scary. Did they change these? We don't know.
So again, the Marriott, they have a specialized mattress. They partnered with someone called Simmons. Apparently Simmons, that was one name.
Simmons, I think, is a pretty big mattress brand.
When I was doing my research, especially with hotels, Simmons' name came up 1,000,001 times.
It must be like the go-to hotel mattress.
Yeah. Then you have like Soho House. They partnered with like some hypoallergenic brand.
Okay, going through COVID, that's the plug. They're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of people to buy them.
They also branded their mattresses as the VIP mattress.
I would brand mine as that.
Can you imagine?
The clientele you're gonna get is gonna be VIP.
I want to say that was the brand. When I looked them up, the average mattress went for like $10,000.
Oh my god!
I want
Did it like made of gold?
I want to
Did
say that
it
was the
lift
one.
up, lay down?
No, it was just a flat mattress, maybe a pillow top.
Oh my god, $10,000? You can get the like creme de la creme where your mattress will like massage your back, ice your feet for you.
I could be wrong. As we go through all my
But
research,
still,
I might find
I
that
believe
stat.
it. I mean, if it's the VIP mattress, I could believe that they could get away with that price point.
Yeah,
But that's crazy.
it is insane.
I would never.
And then another example of like the exclusive high-end motel, the Four Seasons also uses Simmons as well.
Okay.
When you get to the middle of the road or lower end hotels, the ones
That's when it's kind of up in the air of what they get.
that we can kind of afford to go to, again, Simmons popped up a lot for like the middle of the road hotels.
Well, they probably have like a lower end mattress that's more affordable for them. And if you're buying in bulk, I feel like you'd get a little bit of a break cut for you.
Yeah, and that's like your Holiday Inn, your La Quinta Inn, those middle of the roads.
Quinta.
Not like the scary hotels or motels, but like your
Hey,
middle
don't
of the
be
roads.
dissing the motels.
The motels are scary.
I just don't like that my door goes right outside. Someone could like crack that baby open and kill me.
Then when you kind of go to the lower end motel chains, they tend to buy from like a bulk buy mattress place.
Okay, does that not include Mattress Firm? Or we don't know?
It can, but when I was doing some of the research there tends to be like huge like mattress like warehouses.
Cheap mattresses.
Yes.
.org.
Well, I don't know if that's an actual place,
You
but
should look. Is cheapmattresses.org a thing?
I'll pull it up.
I guarantee you they
Cheap.
sell like $15 mattresses.
I don't think you know the price of a mattress.
Is that a thing?
It's not a thing.
Oh, okay.
But
sorry, people.
I'll get to a different bulk buy mattress place when I get to college dorms. But
Okay.
the lower end places tend to go to a bulk buy location. Now, the other little stat that I want to throw in there is when you are like a motel or a hotel in a very small town, they sometimes will bulk buy from a local mattress place.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, toot toot toot. You remember that song?
I do.
That made me think of that.
The next thing I want to focus on is dorms. You brought up a good point earlier.
Dorms got to get their mattresses from somewhere. Although our college in town threw out all the mattresses and must have gotten new ones. They are like not even a mattress. It's like a black casing.
Yes.
I think it's just like a piece of foam essentially, but it looked disgusting.
It was really gross.
They're
They're not like a mattress.
No, I did not stay in a college dorm,
I
but
neither.
if I did,
Mm-hmm.
I would have brought my own mattress because you
100%.
have no idea the crap that is in there. I mean, the amount of semen and nastiness, I can just imagine. I would never. Can you?
That would be so gross.
I would not. That's gross.
I am
And
not.
people like full up, like throw their sheets on and just jump on it, and I'm like, ugh.
And it doesn't look like there's any support. I think it'd be the worst sleep of your life.
And then you've got another person in that room with you.
Just not a fan. I'm not a dorm person.
I'm not a confined living kind of gal.
I definitely
You know those tiny home situations?
No, couldn't do it.
They always look so cute, and I'm like, oh my god, I could totally do this. But I consider myself a hoarder of things, and my house would be brimming with stuff.
Yeah,
I just couldn't work.
Like camping in an RV. That's a small space. I could do that for like a week. But then
I do it for a week, and then I come home, and I'm like, my thing.
I need to come home to a big space.
Let me get the comfort of all my physical possessions.
So I did find a Reddit like string. I'm not really familiar with Reddit all that much, so I don't know what strand.
I love Reddit.
I love it too.
There's a lot of good info on there.
Oh, I don't know if it's called a strand or what it is, but it was like a long chat of people going back and forth. The one thing I find absolutely disgusting, which does not surprise me, is that some people confessed on this one strand I was reading, is that most colleges will wait until the absolute last minute when the mattress is just obliterated. Like gross, disgusting. They can't fix it. It's beyond repair.
They replace them.
That's when they replace them.
Gross.
The one
when ours got replaced, I don't think ours were that bad.
I don't think ours were that bad.
But I'm sure there's plenty of colleges out there that are like, they're still good. We can get 5 more years out of them.
But like some of the really big colleges that host hundreds of thousands of kids, they are the ones that wait because it's a huge expense.
Yeah, it's a lot of mattresses. That's why you should do like a building a year.
Yes.
Like I feel like it would make it more affordable to have these bite-size price tags as opposed to a whole college worth.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought that was a little gross.
Yum.
So, for a great example for buying mattresses for dorms is they use a company, not all colleges obviously, but a lot of them use a company like American Bedding. It's a bulk buy mattress place.
Okay.
But it's also like not a full mattress. It's not like you're buying a twin bed mattress. It really kind of just looks like a rubber covering with foam on the inside.
Ew.
They're not super supportive.
I believe it.
And I don't know if this was, I don't want to like say that was the American Bedding mattress.
Yeah.
But when you would Google like college dormer mattresses and you looked at images, yeah.
Okay.
I just know that American Bedding was a great example of like, this is where you can bulk buy. Which, gross. Not a fan.
At least can you imagine being the one that has to throw those babies out? I wouldn't want to touch them. I would need a full hazmat suit and gloves.
The things that are done on those, I don't even want to know.
I hope they have sheets on them.
I would have to bring my own because just the thought of how many other people slept on it before me, what did they do on it before me?
Yeah, gross.
And I'm sorry, I don't want a rubber mattress. I would feel like it's like you wet the bed.
You'll have a sheet over the top of it. I need like 8 sheets so it feels safe.
Then there was one other demographic that kind of stuck out to me, and when I started my research, it wasn't even a demographic I was going to consider. Professional athletes and celebrities.
Okay.
80% of the NFL
buy from Mattress Firm?
No. Sleep on a Sleep Number bed.
Okay.
I don't know if they're sponsored by Sleep Number or what it is.
Well, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys one, he does the commercials for Sleep Number. So, I mean, if they're sponsoring him, I can guarantee you they probably got other people in the plug.
Or partnered in somewhere.
Yeah.
But I was shocked that, like, 80%, that's a huge percent.
But it's a mattress that I think they've got, like, extra long versions.
They do.
Because they're tall guys.
Yeah.
And you can adjust the pressure points you want. So.
Yeah. So that was kind of shocking to me. And
you said 80%?
80%.
That's a lot.
And when you think about it,
there's a lot of players in the NFL. I mean, because there's 32 teams. How many people do they keep on a roster? I feel like it's got to be like 50 because there's 11 people on the field at a time. Let's say 30 on the sideline. 11 offense, 11 defense. But then they got backups, so that's 22.
As of 2020, there is around 2,000 people. That was 2020. But that's counting like second string.
And then I feel like coaches and them would be thrown in there as well.
I would assume so.
Because if the players are on it, the players probably would talk about it and be like, yo, man, I love my mattress. And then the coaches would get in there.
I mean, I will always shamelessly plug Sleep Number. It is the best mattress ever.
I love that mattress.
It's so great. Then I kind of moved on, like, oh, NFL. Let's look at some of the other major sports. I didn't go into everyone like soccer and...
Yeah, it's just too much.
No, but I focus on NFL and NBA. NBA, this one kind of took me back as well, but
For those of our viewers that don't know, NBA is Major League...
No! National... It's the basketball league.
Oh, okay. National Basketball Association. Is that what it is?
I think so,
I
yes.
feel like the A would stand for association.
We're so stupid.
I thought you said MLB. I'm like, Major League Baseball.
I could have done that one
That's
too,
okay.
because there's probably
We're
stats
doing
for that.
the NBA.
But what I found weird is I did NBA, and I'm like, oh, what about WNBA? Not a lot of stats out
That's
there.
because women don't matter.
We're forgotten about. About 90% of NBA players have to have a mattress custom made because of their height.
I was gonna say they're probably super tall.
And those come from like high-end mattress places.
You're spending an arm and a leg.
You're not walking into Mattress Firm and going, hey, can you make me one? The next I want to talk about is celebrities, because celebrities have way more money than me. And here is where that really expensive mattress came in. The VIP mattress before this was
that like
not
$10,000 one?
It's from luxury stores, and I'm not going to pronounce it right, I don't think, but I believe it's Heirloom. Airloom.
I would pronounce it heirloom.
Heirloom mattresses. Their average mattress sells for about $8,000, but they have ones that go for as high as about $12,000 to $13,000.
Oh my!
Are
they special in any way, or they're just like a normal mattress?
It's just like a high end, like they're made of special materials. They're like really the hypoallergenic.
Cat skin or something.
Maybe they're stuffed with like duck feathers. I don't know.
Okay.
You should also see the price of a pillow. I've never seen a pillow go for like more than $1,000. They're selling you on there.
Who is buying more than $1,000 pillow? This episode has told me that I'm a cheapskate. That's what it's
clearly.
Taught me. I'm not buying that.
And I look at these celebrities, and a celebrity's probably changing their mattress like every year because they can. Because it doesn't matter to them.
God, that'd just be too much. Well, they probably have a maid do it for them.
They just hire someone and go, hey, I need a new mattress.
Clap their hands and a butler will come deal with it.
Yeah. So I want to just kind of throw those demographic out there of the celebrities, the athletes, dorms, hotels.
Okay.
Those are huge demographics, none of which sound like they shop for Mattress Firm. I want to then kind of jump into reported revenue. This is where things got really, really weird to me.
Okay.
When you remember that long list of online retailers, but they also sell in stores as well.
Mm-hmm.
I took their 2022, because we're obviously not done with 2023.
Yeah.
Their 2022 reported revenue. Tempur-Pedic being one of the highest ones. I think it was the highest one I found.
Of revenue of mattresses?
Of like money they made in 2022.
Wow, that's kind of shocking to me. I wouldn't have thought Tempur-Pedic would have been that high.
Tempur-Pedic was one of the highest. It's the highest on the list I have right here.
Okay.
It might not have been the highest. They reported $4.9 billion in sales.
Oh my God.
Billion. Then you have Purple Mattress, which was the highest one online, but I don't think that they have in-person stores. I think
Purple now
do
has
they?
in-person. It's
I know
kind
when
of like a pop-up shop kind of thing.
I know when they started they didn't.
No.
But they've gotten so popular.
Yeah.
They only reported $575.7 million. Not billion, million.
And Tempur-Pedic was $4.9
billion.
That is a huge jump.
I know.
How's that possible?
Especially because Purple Mattress was number one on online searches and purchase. So
okay, their mattresses must be cheaper. Tempur-Pedic must have a pretty high price tag for some of their mattresses.
Some of them are very expensive.
Okay.
They have lower end ones, but they're like the adjustable ones, and they're super fancy sometimes.
All right.
Then you have Sleep Number, which reported about $2.1 billion.
Okay.
So we're back in the billions. Casper Mattress, they reported $497 million. So again, another
back
one down
in the
millions.
millions. But Casper, you heard a little bit about it, but it kind of died off there for a while.
Yeah. So remember that stat I gave you on how Purple Mattress was in the millions?
Yeah.
Mattress Firm reported in 2022 $2.5 billion in sales. How does Mattress Firm, that falls in the lowest percent of all the percents, report more money than some of the top selling mattress companies? That is so beyond bonkers to me.
Yeah, that seems a little botched.
That stood out to me like insane.
2.some billion?
2.5 billion in revenue.
That's like almost up there with Tempur-Pedic. I mean, I know they sell some Tempur-Pedics, but I can't imagine they're...
But when you looked at like the breakdown of Tempur-Pedic, they have some Mattress Firms. I'll give them that. Most of their sales came from online. It just is weird to me that like some of the highest ranked shopped places online.
And then when you were talking about the highest ranking revenue ones, Tempur-Pedic was, Mattress Firm wasn't even in the top 12?
It didn't even crack the top. It was in the
other
other 13%.
Category.
And they had to compete with over 500 other retailers.
Oh my God, that seems a little sketchy.
Mm-hmm. So now let's jump into the theories. What people think.
Okay.
This was a bit, there are articles out there for this everywhere. Because let's be honest, everyone on like TikTok, social media in general, is talking about this theory.
I have not been on that side of TikTok apparently.
Oh my God.
You tell me about it, but like I have never seen anything reported that Mattress Firm, the conspiracy, blah, 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 drug paraphernalia, all that crap.
I got on that side where it would be like every other TikTok for a while.
Yeah.
I had to redo my algorithm, that's for sure.
I hate when you get stuck in an algorithm and you're like, get me out.
And you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Some of the theories that are really popular. The first one is laundering of money.
Drug smuggling, baby.
So, for those of you that don't know what laundering money is, I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you probably know, but I just want to make sure I give a definition. It's the illegal process of making large amounts of money through criminal activity.
2.5 billion worth.
So some of the ways they assume that they're laundering money is by selling drugs or, and this one was so weird to me, funding terrorism.
Oh my God.
Keep that in the back of your head, the terrorism part.
Funding terrorism, like, on our soil?
Not necessarily on our soil. Wait till you hear where the owners are from.
Okay.
And then there was another.
Like Iraq?
It's over in a different continent that there's more war over there.
Iraq, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia, wherever
the
war is happening.
The other theory that I thought was just kind of funny, but you never know, was secret government cover-up. Covering up what? I don't know. Couldn't find that anywhere. But a lot of people go, it's secret government cover-up.
Our government doesn't make money. It spends money. So it's not making 2.5 billion. Who knows? Selling government secrets?
That one was a little weird to me, but it was in a lot of places, but no one had information to back it up.
Okay, they just threw that idea out there.
I think people just wanted something fun against the government.
Okay.
But that one I was like, I have to include. It's too funny. So, insider report. The retailer is owned by Steinhoff, which is located, well, I mean, you have a Steinhoff. We've seen those stores.
Like Steinhoffels?
Yeah. It's owned by the same company from South Africa. So, on a different continent, that continent sees way more war than we do. So the funding of terrorism.
I don't think Africa sees that much war.
That's where Iraq and Iran are? They're over on that continent.
They're in Russia area, like in Asia.
I'm gonna have to look at a map.
No, Iraq, Iran is over in like Asia. So Egypt is the brink on Africa, and then you go over to like Israel.
Oh,
and there's Jordan,
like on the flip side of that.
It's like right next to Egypt. So I mean, yes.
It's over there, but
it's in another continent, but I wouldn't say a highly. I mean, like, when a friend of ours went over there, they were in, like, compounds where someone could literally, like, jump your fence and shoot up your house. So, I mean, I guess it's definitely a lot more scary than what it is here. There's a lot more violence and war, and
but that's
what's yours really isn't always yours.
That was where that funding of terrorism could have been a possibility.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, but like I said, insider report. Owned by that same company, a company that came under scrutiny in 2017 when the company dragged their feet on posting their end-of-year revenue report, claiming that there were some accounting irregularities.
This is Steinhoffels or this is Mattress Firm?
Mattress Firm, which is like under Steinhoffels, owned by the same company.
All right.
But they're like, we can't post our revenue because, some things are looking a bit weird.
So they just threw 2.5 billion out there?
Well, that was 2017. That was way long ago.
Years prior.
But they're still reporting some weird numbers. This insider report goes on to say that not long after claiming the accounting problems, and they finally did post, their top 2 executives and their chairman have stepped down off the board.
That was in 2017?
Yes.
They stepped down right after that.
They stepped down right after all of that. And mind you, they were reporting even more money back then, which is just weird. Within a single day, their stock dropped 62%.
In 2017?
In 2017, losing $15 billion in market value.
You wonder if there's some insider trading there.
Something is going on that is so bizarre to me.
That they would lose 62% in one day.
Yes.
Something happened.
So like
people got whiff of it.
Yeah, these people stepped down, and within a day, the stock market plummeted for that company.
You wonder if they pulled out their shares before they left.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but there's no proof or evidence of it. That's what killed me, because I'm like,
I feel like if that were to have happened, they would have crawled up their ass with a fine-tooth comb and figured out what the hell happened.
So obviously, that was the 2017 report. The report's happening like that December, January time. Moving into 2018, the Mattress Firm had to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy and closed over 700 stores.
That was when?
That was 2018.
Okay, so a year later.
So kind of moving into that new year, all of that stuff happened.
That's a lot of stores to close.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of.
And I feel like they're starting to close more and more now.
Yeah. So things are not letting up.
There's still a lot out there, but there's a lot of stores to close because there's 3 in every town.
You're not wrong. So that kind of stood out to me as like, oh, these people stepped down. Their market crashed, and now they're filing a Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Is Mattress Firm like just in certain states, or is it in? Oh, you said
it's in
49. Okay, never mind.
No, and I don't remember seeing a list. I'm assuming Alaska or Hawaii because they're just probably inaccessible.
They're kind of gridlocked.
Like I said in the beginning, they have about 3,500 stores. Subtract 700 from that, so we're in the high 2,000s.
Okay.
Note that this was around the time that the public really started to question the conspiracy of what is going on.
Well, when they reported that and then they lost that much on their stock, I would be questioning it too. Especially if I had stock, I'd be like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, so the very end of 2017 into 2018, and that conspiracy has only grown over the last 5 years. People just, something's not right. Mattress Firm proceeded to step out and respond when people were like, conspiracy theory? What? They proceeded to respond with a meme via Twitter. No words.
That's how they decide to respond. Who's in charge of their marketing team? A 14-year-old?
It is beyond bizarre to me.
What was the meme?
Do you remember?
Was it funny? Was it worth it? Was it like Elmo with a middle finger? Because that was really...
No. Do you remember there's this white guy meme where he's like sitting in a lecture hall and he kind of gives that confused like, huh?
That was it?
That was it.
Was there any words to the meme?
There were no words. There were no words, just a picture going, what? And I believe they directly responded to like a huge popular page that was saying, this is a conspiracy. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's how they responded.
Whoever did that on their marketing team, I think, well, you know what? Keeping their mouth shut, I feel like he should be given a raise. They got $2.5 billion to give him, so,
they
maybe give him a bigger cut. He knows what he's doing.
Something's going on.
You say something, you're going to be criticized, so just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. It was just, it stands out to me. It's a bit weird. And then when it got really, really popular, and I don't remember the year or the timestamp on the tweet, but that's how they responded. That's it. Just a meme. And they have not commented since.
I mean, that's pretty dope.
My thing is, like, all of this stuff happened. They had to file bankruptcy. They lost stock. Their head people stepped down. Why is, like, no one else looking into this? We're all talking about it. Why are governments just going...
Because Mattress Firm hasn't said anything.
Like, it's just weird.
Keeping their mouth shut. They know when to stay quiet. They know what they're doing.
So, looking at all of it, all the data that I've presented to you, do you believe there's something going on?
There's something happening. The thing that really sells me is that in 2017...
Yep.
They lost all that money.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't report correct numbers because they were confused or something.
Something was going on.
That or those people that left pocketed a shit ton of money and then were like, see ya, I'm out of here. And then their stock lost a crap ton of money because all of a sudden they're looking at their accounts going, what the hell's happening? And everybody's pulling out.
And my thing that was weird to me is like, how do you just submit that late? Like, aren't there deadlines like all the other mattress companies?
I think there's deadlines. You're just going to face like a penalty.
Okay.
So you're going to get a big fine for it, but yeah, you'll eventually report it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's something definitely happening. I don't necessarily know what.
It's
personally, I've always heard the like drug smuggling, but I don't know how they would go about it. Are they bringing it inside the mattresses? Where are they getting it from? Where? Because like, do you know where Mattress Firms purchases their mattresses? I mean, they get a Tempur-Pedic. Do they have other like basic brands besides Tempur-Pedic?
They do. They have affordable mattresses. I will give them that.
Like, are they getting them from like sketchy areas where they could smuggle stuff in?
There's not a lot out there to see on that.
Okay.
That was
they're probably trying to keep it hush hush if that's what's happening.
So I wasn't able to find like where they like obviously like if you're buying a Tempur-Pedic, they're coming from the Tempur-Pedic retailers.
Store, yeah.
But then like some of their just basic.
Like their Tempur-Pedic or their Mattress Firm brands.
Yeah, there's not a lot out there.
Okay.
Like
so my thing is, are they bringing stuff inside the mattresses and then they get them to the stores and they cut them out and then, but then there have been stories of people going into Mattress Firms and saying like, hey, like, do you sell other stuff? And they get kicked out. So I'm like, are they only selling to certain people? Do they have like a plug with the mafia or something?
It's really, really bizarre.
There's still so many questions.
I'm not.
We'll leave it to a conspiracy.
It's one of those things that like I'm not super big. I don't know. I would not know the beginning of how to launder money. It's just not something I would know how to do.
Maybe they're like on the deep dark web and they're like posting their stuff that's getting smuggled in, whether it's drugs, whether it's terrorism, plugs,
whatever it is.
Whether it's we have this guy and he's going to be here, you could take him out now, or I mean, you don't know.
You
especially
just don't.
If they're associated with other countries where terrorism and killings and all that kind of crap's going to be a little bit higher. That could potentially be a huge selling point.
Like I said, as I kept just doing research, the further and further I got, the more and more convinced. I mean, I was convinced coming in.
I know you were.
It's the only conspiracy.
Super excited about this one.
I am like, I buy in 100%.
She was like hardcore telling me everything. Like super excited, would not shut up about it. Like, I'm doing Mattress Firm. I'm doing Mattress Firm. I was so ready for this.
Yeah. So it's one that I buy in. Do you?
I 100% do, but my thing is I don't know what I buy into. Yes, I believe there's something definitely happening. I tend to I think I'm going to go more towards like drug smuggling.
I would assume the same.
to terrorism or like the government having a play in it.
The government one was a complete joke.
Well, yeah, I think they
The
just
fact that
wanted
people
something
throw that
to
out
throw
there.
it out there. I mean,
Yeah.
because that was in my last one.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's something happening for them to
Mhm.
report that kind of numbers and be in the lowest 13% of sales.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
I mean,
It's
because
one that I
they're
buy.
rivaling Tempur-Pedic
They're
for
rivaling
sales.
like 600 or 599 other retailers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell me how you're reporting higher than some of the top-rated mattress companies.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Does Mattress Firm do online sales?
They do, but when you Google them,
It's not very big.
apparently they do better in-person sales. Very weird. So please tell us what you think, and remember to subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review. Like us on Facebook and Instagram at Conspiracy Podcast 1, and remember to tune in next week on Wednesday for our next episode.
Catch you later.